Hello, my name's Kingston, and I just wanted to do a guitar tutorial for anybody who's new at guitar and wants to learn the basics. Maybe your first time picking up a guitar, or your 100th time and you just don't know where to go from the very beginning. So to start with, I'd start with the tuning, and this type of guitar has tuning pegs on both the left and the right side of the headstock. And an easy way to remember the tuning is Eddie 8 Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie. So E-A-D-G-B-E. And the strings sound like this. So that's a good first place to pick up with, and I'd start to learn, a big mistake that a lot of people make is not learning, the names of the notes and the notes on the headstock. So every fret, these are called frets, is a half step up from the original notes. So E becomes F, F becomes F sharp becomes G, G becomes G sharp becomes A, and so on and so forth. So that's for, everything. You can you can do that all the way up the fret, all the way up the fretboard. So, I'd start out with learning, arpeggios, like simple, or, if you want to, Smoke on the Water is an easy one to learn. But I'd start out with that first, learning all that, just so you have it in your mind when you continue. And I'd recommend learning a little bit of music theory first, because that really helps. So that would be one of the first things that you want to learn when picking up guitar. And the next thing, one of the biggest things is chords. You've got, all of your chords. So I would learn the fingerings of it, and I would learn scales and, sharps, flats of all those scales, music theory. And usually every scale starts out with C. So the C chord, which is C, E, and G, you'd want to learn that. And there's something called, these are triads, which means they're made up of 3 notes. And there's a major triad, a minor triad, a diminished triad, and a augmented triad. Now I'm really only familiar with the first 3 of those that I've named. So, this is a major triad. It's got that kind of happy, sweet sound that a lot of songs have. And then you have a minor chord, which is kind of that sad and gloomier sound. Now this is a C major and a C minor. And not to confuse you, but this is 2 different, completely different ways of playing that. And that's because I'm using something called a bar chord to make it easier to play. So when you do a bar chord, you can see my hand. It's kind of hard to see, but I grab down completely on the neck, and I push down really, really hard, and I use my index finger to push down on the strings to kind of move it up a half step so you can play the chords, higher. And that works anywhere on the neck. And that's just, there's so many different ways to play chords. This is a C chord, this is a C chord, or this is a C chord. There's so many different ways to play any amount of chords you want. B chord, B chord. You can do anything anywhere up the fretboard, and that's what's great about guitar, or at least I think so. So I'd start out with learning 1, arpeggios, 2, well, I guess I should start from the beginning. 1, the names of each of the strings. 2, how to properly tune it, because there are so many different ways to tune a guitar. Some drop D tuning, sharp tuning, flat tuning. 3, I would learn, I don't know if I already said that, but the names of the notes up and down the fretboard. So G, A, etc. Then I would start with learning chords, and then something else important is strumming patterns. Whether you're playing, it's different if you're playing finger, which is, like, that's its own thing, different from strumming. But you've got all these strumming patterns. You got down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You've got up, down, or up, down, up, down, up, down, So, there's so many different things that you can do with guitar itself. And it definitely helps learn a little bit of music theory. And, just keep at it, practice, 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 and you'll learn whatever you want. So, yeah, that was my quick guitar tutorial for any beginners, 5-minute tutorial. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.